Workdays aren't what they used to be, and that traditional 9-to-5 model isn't always the norm anymore. From part-time work and flexible hours to hybrid setups and 4-day work weeks, schedules are consistently evolving, and so are the challenges of managing them. With diverse schedule comes the need for smarter solutions, and with Vacation Tracker, configuring a length of an employee's workday is no challenge at all. Because as your schedule evolves, so too should your tools. Hey, it's Dave from Vacation Tracker here, and today we have another exciting product tutorial for you, this time showing you how you can adjust the length of an employee's workday. Now, this is a feature that is currently available to complete plan users only, so if you're on the core plan, you will need to upgrade in order to access it. With that being said, as usual, you're going to want to log into your Vacation Tracker account, and we're going to navigate to the locations section on the left-hand menu. And you can find it by opening up the settings option and then clicking on locations. Once here, you're going to select the location where you would like to modify the length of an employee's workday. We're going to take Canada as our example today. Next, once you're in the general section for the location, you're just going to click on the edit location button, which is available in the top right here. Once inside the location settings, we simply need to scroll down to the work week and workday section to make any changes. Here is where we can modify the length of workday for employees at this location. By default, it is at 8 hours, but we can choose to increase or decrease this amount by half-hour increments. The lowest that we could possibly go for a workday is 2 hours, while the highest we can possibly go is going to be 12 hours. In addition to modifying the workday, you also see we have options to modify the work week. So if you are an organization that works on weekends, you can choose to have those included. The last thing I want to point out before we click on update location, and I'm going to set this as 6 for today's example, is that you have an option here to override user settings. So essentially, if you have custom schedules set up for certain users and you do not want them modified, you can leave this toggled as no. But if you want everyone to have the same settings at the location, you just simply got to toggle yes. Now that we've gone through all the options, we're going to click on update location. And once the location is updated, all users at that particular location will now have their length of workday set to 6 hours. Any employee for that location will now have their length of workday updated on their user profile. You can see that in the working day section right here as the length of workday, as well as in the leave quota section where it also shows the length of workday. Now, something important to note if you end up adjusting or creating a location where the length of workday is not your standard 8 hours, is that those employees will not be able to request a half day off. Now, they can choose to still obviously request a full day off, or if you allow hourly leave tracking, at that point they can request half of the allotted amount, but the default option of requesting a half day will not appear in the system. Another thing to note is that obviously if they have the hourly option, the max amount of time that they could request for any given day will be in line with what the length of workday is. So in this case, because I chose 6 hours, that means the max amount of time that they can request in a day will be 6 hours. And now workday flexibility is in your hands. Thanks again for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful and informative. But as always, if you have questions, comments, or just want to leave me a little bit of feedback, you can do so right down below and we will respond to you as soon as possible. In addition to this video, you can also check out our help desk for any questions you may have regarding Vacation Tracker. And if that doesn't suffice, you can always reach out to our incredible support team who's always willing to help. That's going to be all for this video. Happy vacationing.